the dresser before. Stay tuned for the transformation.
I bought this dresser on Facebook Marketplace. Old, solid, really well made, but it definitely had some issues. The top was very badly scratched up. It had been around for a long time, so I gave it kind of a light sanding. Definitely had to fill in some of the scratches and things, and just needs a total update, and it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna paint the whole thing with Debbie's Design Diary DIY. So what I like to do is pour some paint out into a cup or on a plate. This way I don't waste it, and I'm not introducing contaminants back into the paint as I'm painting. I'm using the plush oval brush. I love this brush that I carry at Berg-Redouxinteriors.com. Holds a ton of paint. It's made in the USA. They're awesome.
I decided to leave the hardware in for this dresser. It's personal preference whether you remove it or not. DIY paint is highly pigmented and naturally thick. I like to use a continuous mister bottle in order to get a smooth finish.
True confession time. This drawer, I dropped it when I was moving this piece of furniture. So this actually was fine on the piece before. I dropped it and the veneer came off. Not a huge problem. I like to use Bondo. You can use wood filler. Bondo's really strong. Just make sure you're using it in a well-ventilated area. I just stir it up with a plastic knife, put it on in about 20 minutes. Hard. You can sand it. It's smooth. Nobody will ever know that I dropped it except for the guy who was helping me move it, and I dropped it.
If you leave pulls on, just remember to pull them up as you're painting and get the underneath part. DIY paint is so easy to use, you'll be amazed at how fast you will finish your project. A bunch of flat surfaces. Try to resist pulling the paintbrush back and forth over the paint. Ouch! So that part there, I didn't do that. It was kind of falling apart. The leg had definitely been beat up. I did a Bondo trick here as well and sanded it as the best I could. This naturally has some detail in it, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Painting over an area where you use Bondo or wood filler, just make sure it's sanded smooth and the paint will cover up. It's literally only been less than 5 minutes and I've almost finished the entire dresser, the first coat, and I really think it's only going to need 2 coats. That's why it's magic paint. It's amazing. When the paint is dry, use a 220 grit sandpaper to get a smooth finish and slightly distress the edges. The higher the grit of the sandpaper, the smoother it will be. Personally, I use 320 grit sandpaper to smooth it and 220 for the edges. If you don't look in the mirror while you're cleaning up and doing your sanding work, you can end up looking like this. I added the IOD stamp Kindest Regards to embellish my piece, but it would have been beautiful as it is. I finished the piece with brush on Big Top for durability. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and follow along. All the products I use can be found at my website, link below. Thanks for watching.